Hello, and welcome back to our German 1890 campaign, Blood and Iron. And I've never scrolled up this high before. In the last episode, huh, we started some construction projects, just trying mostly uh, building some extra destroyers here to keep our monthly balance in the negative because our funding is getting really dangerously high. So we're gonna try to run a deficit of about 7,000 here for at least until this wave of destroyers here is finished. So let's push on and see what we can do. We need to possibly also look for a chance to lower our budget by like one level because our unrest is getting high. We can cooperate with Italy, which will cause a little bit of tension with Austria-Hungary, and we'll sell them fleet tactics. Hopefully get them a little bit on our side for a potential future alliance that may or may not involve Germany, Italy, and Japan. So this guy has been arrested as a spy. Looks like I'm going to get some tension with the US. He's below average, so I'm not willing to give up a prestige. I'll take one tension, I guess. Not particularly afraid of the United States. So this is the new fighter. We're going to go for the best speed with the best range, and it has pretty good stats as well. Okay, check the almanac here. We're still the only country without battle cruisers, which is fine. We, don't have to go into a battle cruiser doctrine. Um, we don't spend a lot of time running away in our battles, especially with our big ships. We fight and we win, or we fight and we lose. See, Italy and Austria are still going at it. Italy's lost a cruiser and a corvette. Austria lost a couple of destroyers, and then Italy lost a handful of destroyers. I think Italy's in a bad spot, right? They're down to 3 battleships. They've lost, I think, 4 in total in this war so far. All right, we're going to unfortunately have a lot of these destroyers finishing up. Okay, we're going to need a lot of destroyer divisions. getting these out of the way so we can populate the lower number divisions with our newest destroyers. Okay, now we go like this and we fill in as many of these as we have room for. And these will now be the escorts, or the support, I suppose, for our main fleets. We're going to hold off, let these others finish so they're not all scrambled up. We're at 42,000 tons on our dock size. So let's compare 46, 45. Yeah, we still need to keep building. And we'll build up 5 more of these. Because we do have a bunch of destroyers about to finish. And the war is over. Okay. 10 cruisers wouldn't be a problem. 10 cruisers wouldn't be a problem. But we don't want to get any more budget. And we want to decrease our budget. So we're going to actually pay 2 prestige to lower our budget. Not the best way to spend it, but it keeps us from building up unrest. Yeah, we'll sell to Italy. Save. And then we'll go another month. France and Italy are buddies. We're going to pay another prestige to not do anything to earn more budget right now because we do want our unrest to go down. And now we can assign some of these destroyers. That's why I build them in 4s. I like to run them in 4s, sometimes 5s. I think running them in 5s is good if you're really torpedo focused, because you can essentially just lay down a wall of torpedoes. Okay. Looking pretty good. Now we do want to build some more of these, another 5. And we're going to get rid of the old ones, I think. So these ones here, actually, I just rebuilt these, so we're going to hang on to those. But we do need to start refitting the Fritz class. So let's rebuild. We're just going to give them better machinery. And that's all we need to do. Of course, we could throw a director on there. That doubles the cost, but it doesn't. Hang on. Yeah, that doubles the cost of the refit, which isn't that much. and it stays at 10 months. So we'll go ahead and do that. We could use a new torpedo bomber, sure thing. We're going to go for speed and bomb load. No, speed and range. And tension with the US is going up. Our power is making them apprehensive. Fascist coup is taking place in Spain. The US is now friends with Britain as well. We're going to take the only option that doesn't give us budget. And we're going to check relations. The US is allied with, Britain, France, and Italy. So definitely a super alliance going on there. All right, we're going to give this a couple more months. Fascist coups taking place in Japan. In a couple of months, some destroyers should be finished, and we'll start looking at refitting the Gold Digger 2s, these light cruisers, just to give them extended lives, essentially, lifespan. Yeah, we'll sell to Austria, I guess. A little bit of money doesn't hurt, especially when we're, you know, draining money on purpose like this. Okay. Still looking at almost 2 years before our new Wittelsbach class is in service and worked up. We need 10 more destroyers. I don't know about that. I think what we have is what we're going to have for a while. There we go. Now, if anything, I want to build submarines. Let's go for some nice long-range subs and some, I guess, some mine-laying subs. Yeah, why not? USA and Japan. We're going to burn another prestige. Here's the new torpedo. Oh, we get 4 choices. So we get better speed. We get improved range. So the bomb payloads are all the same. So here's 69 speed, 142 range with some decent stats. Or we get 73, 146, and even better stats. So we'll go with that one, I think. The Arado. The putting this effort into the air power. It's important, it's like important to do this now in the 1920s, even though the aircraft themselves are just like they're very ineffective. They're slow, they have short range, they're not reliable, they take forever to launch an airstrike. Uh, but in about 10 years, they should start becoming more effective. Yeah, we'll sell to Russia. New docks are finished. We'll sell to Italy. All right, that gives us good dock size. Now let's work on some of these gold diggers. So let's rebuild it. So if we just replace the machinery, we can't really do anything else. Unfortunately, we still have these. I wonder if we can get rid of these and add port and start by triple mounts. Is that allowed? It is allowed. We can add on improved directors. And I wonder if we can increase the tube. No, not yet. So my first instinct was actually right there. Okay, we're looking pretty good. So we were able to increase the elevation. We gave it a better director. We added light and medium AA, and we swapped out those underwater launchers that we couldn't get to fire because you can't use those when you're going 25 knots or better. Swap those out for deck, broadside deck torpedo launchers. So cool, yeah. Let's and it's not that expensive of a rebuild. So these gold diggers actually might end up being a little bit deadly. Here's the Russian battle cruiser, the Houghton class, 36,000 tons, 29 knots, 14-inch guns. Okay, 36,000. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're building like their battle cruisers are bigger than our battleships, but I think our I think our battleships probably have the advantage. I'm not a fan of having so few guns on these things, but they are only 30,000 tons. The next set of these, we might be able to put up to like 32,000 or something and throw on an extra tube on a couple of those guns. Yeah, let's develop medium bombers. We want reliability and speed. Save the game. But generally, if you hit with any of these 16-inch guns, it's going to be very devastating. So we might actually just build like a traditional battleship class next. These corvettes are all rebuilt. Check the almanac. We have 83 destroyers, more than anyone else. We have way more cruisers. I, we have more. We have almost more cruisers, light cruisers, than the rest of the world combined. Yeah, we'll sell to Japan. They're potentially our future ally. The improved fighter gets us a little bit of speed and range, and that's it. Nice, our torpedo bomber is faster than expected. And now we're getting rumors of war with the US. That's not good. We need to find a way to bring tension down with them if possible. Here we go. This might be good. We'll sacrifice the prestige to try to lower tension. It didn't work. Well, we're burning through prestige at this point, and we're not getting all that much of a reward from it. Let's put these other gold diggers into rebuild. Really don't want to go to war with the US if we can avoid it. The US is just causing problems. And I'm not afraid of their fleet. I'm not afraid of their fleet at all. But I'm afraid of their fleet, plus the Brits, plus the French, plus the Italians. That's something nice. This is a chance to lower tension. We'll raise tension with Austria, though. That's okay. So here is our medium bomber. Best speed, best range, worst stats. What about this? We'll go with that one. Nice, nice. Look at that. All right. We're out of the danger zone. And that's something I've sort of noticed about the US in this game is that they're really powerful, but they always seem to have an ally as well. So it's like a double whammy getting you. These set in class, I'm not sure about, but I feel like we have to do something about them. We either have to get rid of them or just do like an easy rebuild or something. Still got rebels in Africa. It's not great. We don't want to lose our base capacity. especially somewhere like West Africa where we don't have much to begin with. It's down here, I think. This is it. We don't have any oil. We have 50 base capacity in Indian Ocean. So let's build a naval base there too. $18 months. I should have done this one. We'll do it. We'll do them both. Why not? Nice. We've crushed the rebels. Yeah, we'll aim for a prestige. We need to try to earn that back. Torpedo bomber, privately built. Cruise speed's good. Range is improved. The stats are lower, but we'll take it. I don't think the stats matter quite as much as the bomb load and the speed and whatnot does. We don't care about. Never mind. We're going to cause some tension with Austria-Hungary, but we don't want to give up a prestige. Let them be mad at us. Who cares? All right, in anticipation of our new battleships being finished, we're going to be saying goodbye to the Prussians. Farewell. And the Rhinelands are going to go to Division 3, which will leave room in Division 1. Actually, you know what? How are we going to do this? Put them in Division 4. Then the Hessians go into Division 3. These go into Division 2 to support 1st Division, because these are faster, 24 knots, so they have a better chance of keeping up with the battle, essentially. Okay. And then these Seton class, I'm going to wait until the rest of these battleships are finished. We're getting some pretty wild swings on the tension table here. There we go. That's a good option. Yeah, go ahead. We'll go for speed and range. All right, now let's check out these settings. What can we do with these? Now, if I recall, we can't increase the speed. Okay, we cannot increase the speed. So what, do we just keep using them as foreign stations? Replace the machinery. Can you add torpedo tubes to heavy cruisers? Those are expensive rebuilds. Doesn't cost very much more to swap the oil that way. They're more reliable. I mean, this is okay, I guess. It's slow for a heavy cruiser, but it can get some work done. All right, we need some foreign station to fill in. So how about we can assign there we go. Get those spread out anyhow. Let's go for the win. We need prestige. And one tension with Russia isn't going to hurt. When these setons are finished rebuilding, we can look at one more set of battleships for now. Yeah, we'll sell to Austria. Who cares? They're no threat to us. There's the rebuild of the North Carolina. Yep, we're getting a lot of nice weight savings and turret. Oh, we can actually build. We could build carriers if we wanted to. So let's look at that. It would give us a chance to retire the rebuilt, the refitted ones. Dieter Strasser. That's big. It's really big. It's way too big. $60 aircraft. Just checking to see if we had an armored flight deck. So these would be little 60 aircraft. They carry 60 aircraft. So they're not like, they're not gonna destroy a whole fleet by themselves or anything. But these are early aircraft carriers. These we'll never be able to put jets on these really because they have to be like 30,000 tons and bigger. But these are essentially good for this era, I think. This type of aircraft carrier. It can defend itself with its secondaries. They're um, dual purpose with directors. There's no tertiaries. Let's get rid of. Oh, well, I guess we could just keep that. We could even go like that and add a couple of tertiaries. There we go. Gives us decent HA, heavy A factor. Gives us 6 air groups. So like uh, 30 fighters, 30 torpedo bombers, and then once dive bombers get here, you go 30 fighters, 15 uh, torpedo bombers, 15 dive bombers. So that's good enough for now. These will go obsolete in not they'll last for a while, but they will go obsolete right around the time that jets and whatnot come out. And I don't know if we have catapults or not. Okay, we don't have that yet. That's something we'll want to install later on. So let's add a little bit extra tonnage. It costs us, a couple hundred extra a couple of hundred extra. But that gives us some weight for adding on the catapults later without having to make any gigantic adjustments. We're going to save and finish this. We're going to assign these to the 1st Battle Division. And now we have a fleet of 12 battleships, which seems like a lot because it's more than anyone else, but you have to add in their battle cruisers because the battle cruisers are they're basically the same as battleships. They just fight a little bit differently. And we can probably start getting rid of some of these light carrier conversions that we have. And we still have these gold diggers, the gold digger battleships. I'm not very impressed with those. Actually, I think I'm just going to get rid of them. We can put the Cone class on foreign station instead. So let's go ahead and get rid of those. And that means we put a bunch of these on foreign station. And it wouldn't hurt to have some more light cruisers. Although our Mannheims are pretty new, but we have to build a couple of these carriers. That's going to be about 4,500 off the budget. Okay, yeah, we got the gold. We have a nice assortment of light cruisers. We're probably fine. Although, actually, you know what? Let's design a new class of light cruisers, 7,500 tons. Grease tubes. Nice. We got the double barrels for the 6-inch guns, which I like. Um, it's 32 knots. If we get down to 31, we save a lot of weight. Oops. We save a lot of weight and we save some money. So we can actually increase the ammo a little bit. And I'm not sure if I even want mines on this thing. I guess we could do, nah, let's do no, we're not doing any mines. We're gonna get rid of some of these because we have to take our tonnage down. Nice, that's a pretty good little light cruiser right there. Okay, so no director. We do got the dual purpose. Secondaries, just a couple each side, but it's better than nothing. And we're gonna okay this one. Save the game. And we're at about 40 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and call it here. I appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time and sail safe out there.